Okay, hello. So I am re-recording so that I can post our Zoom topic from last week, which was um, January 2nd, 2017. The topic was because I said I would. So I know that many people on this page excitedly are new, and I'm like literally loving that. I know I talk with a lot of you guys already, which has been super fun. Creating goal calendars, just hearing about your whys, seeing the posts from Leah, other Leah, all the Leahs. Anyone who's named Leah, if you join this team, I have like the highest hopes for you. Like literally, it's like such a baller name. Love it. Everyone who's a Leah is a friggin' rock star. Michelle, all the other leaders that I talk to have identified things like that. So excited for the energy, the momentum, for all that 2017 has in store. 2016 was a crazy year for everyone in the business. So for those of you who've been with us for a while and you're like, wow, really ready to restart, perfect. This is for you. For those of you who are brand new and you're like, wow, I'm really ready to start, perfect. This is for you. So I just want to talk really quickly about just what is because I said I would, what is the 108-day challenge, things like that. Because for me, I joined right around this time 2 years ago. I joined the very end of December, didn't do anything. It was right around Christmas and New Year. So I was like, obviously not necessarily focused on business. I'm not even really sure why I joined at that time. So at the beginning of January, I was kind of like, all right, what is this thing I'm, now paying $80 a month for, this auto ship product? How can I make money? How can I be successful? Stuff like that. So I was added to, because I said I would, team page that was led by a couple other ambassadors. And I was like, what does this even mean? Didn't understand it. So I want to just be mindful that, you guys may be like, what is this challenge? So basically what it is it's you saying that you are going to commit to run as hard and fast as you can in this momentum time, in this burst, in this first quarter boom, and ride the wave of momentum that everyone on the team is riding, and understand that this next 4 months, January, February, March, April, those are the months that can literally take your business from brand new distributor to triple diamond if you want. It's actually Ashley Sinclair, you'll hear from her at conference and around. I think she went ambassador in 6 or 7 months. The only person who's ever done that. She was the fastest ambassador. Most on our team go in about a year, 2 years, things like that. So ambassador is a rank that usually takes people years to get. And because our team has trained different ways of charting and different ways of taking ownership, has learned how to expedite that. And that is the importance of this because I said I would. Game plan, because you're learning from all of the different styles of Genevieve and Michelle and Lori, who all have completely different stories and different ways of posting and different ways of leading. And you're riding that momentum, and that's why I created goal calendars for people. That's why we're doing these Zooms. I know a lot of you guys are hosting your own parties. Genevieve has parties every Sunday night to grab onto, get distributors and potential loyal customers on there, and just use all the resources that you have. This is like a no excuses time. This is time for you to kind of say, this is my goal. This is how I'm going to get there. And it's more of a like, just do it now, work as hard as you can, and apologize later and say, hey, I'm really sorry we had some dishes, really sorry you had to do your own laundry. Sorry I couldn't have, just aimless girls' nights. I was literally changing my life. I was making my goals happen. I was making sure I was debt-free, buying my car, paying with cash, sending my kids to private school, whatever it may be. This is the time to just dive in with no excuses. So that's what the because I said I would is. It's understanding that you have the opportunity to change your life, and you're going to make it happen. You're going to get your goal calendar. You're going to get your dream board. You're going to write your why, and you're going to make it happen because you said you would. So that's what that is. So that's what I just kind of want to talk about. Just like the first quarter boom, just kind of how MLMs are different. And of course, we are such a different structure than even other MLMs because we are very income producing. We're very much focused on, hey, what do you need to change your life? You don't need a pink car. You don't need a trip to Tahiti, even though that would be great, whatever. You need money. And that's what the bonuses are, money. When you sign up as a distributor and then you sign up a new distributor and then they get their 2 loyal customers, you don't get free product from the company. You get $100 cash. You know what I mean? Like, they're literally paying you to do your job, which again is a novel thing, but you know, you are directly rewarded for your work ethic in this business. And that is crazy. Like, I mean, if Americans, let me just say, if Americans in the workplace in general were rewarded for their work ethic, it would be like a mind-blowing, like, I don't even know. It would just be such a mind-blowing principle. There would be so many people who all of a sudden got huge pay decreases and were like, are you kidding me? And there'd be so many people who got huge, huge, huge raises because there's a lot of people in the workforce in corporate America work their butts off and just, you know, they have that income cap. And that's what's so cool about it works is you do not have an income cap. There's no ceiling that you hit and then you're like, oh, dang. It's like you literally, like some of you guys who are brand new or who are restarting your business, when I said, you know, I asked you guys, like, what's your dream rank? I had like 3 or 4 of you guys without hesitation say, my dream rank is is Black Diamond. And I was like, I freaking love you. Like, I didn't have the balls to say that when I started. So I was like, that's not realistic. But the thing is it is realistic. This is a Black Diamond team. It's going to be a Black Diamond team. So if you want to get on board, then do it because you said you would. So anywho, with network marketing, with multi-level marketing, things like that, what's interesting is the old adages, the old sayings of slow and steady wins the race is not true for this specific model. Slow and steady is not going to win the race with network marketing because what you need is short bursts. And that is what this quarter is. So you need a short focused burst and then you just need to work on maintaining that and then repeat that. So basically you want to get, you know, you want to go from 0 to 100. You want to go from a brand new distributor to a double diamond in April. Is that possible? Yeah, because I did it and Leah did it and Leah did it. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally like anyone can do it. Lori did it. Michelle did it. All of your upline like has done these things. So it's not, I'm not simplifying it. I'm not saying, oh, this is so easy, everyone can do it, because it's not easy, but it's possible. So you just have to decide, is this something I want to do? Do I want to start making, you know, $2,500, $3,000 a month in 4 months, or, you know, plus with all of the fast start bonuses and the cabs, because I've not started, you know, ever talked about cabs, but there's a lot of hidden bonuses in this company once you start promoting. So you just need that short focus burst, that short, you know, 4-month, 108-day span where you're like, what am I willing to sacrifice? What's the opportunity cost for me to gain this promotion? So just having that mindset of this is not forever. You're not going to be, you know, going at this velocity, at this speed, riding this wave of momentum for the next 12 months. We're asking you to do it for the next 4. So, I mean, and it's something that's going to pay off. And I mean, whether it's someone like my boyfriend or my parents or whatever, my friends, my church with volunteering, I literally have told everyone, hey, this is game time for me right now. I can literally quadruple, actually more than that. I don't even want to talk about but I like, my goal is to quadruple, but the opportunity is even higher, my income right now. So I'm going to see it on like May 1st. And like have kind of said like, yeah, I'll be there on Sundays. But I'm not going to be able to volunteer more than that right now. Like, Mom, Dad, like I can help you out 1 day a week at your store and your business, but like I can't do any more than that. And like, hey, boyfriend, like we can have 1 date a week, literally 1 date. It's like you can have 1 date a week. You pick the day you want, and like that's it. And actually, I didn't even let him pick the day because I made my calendar. And actually this week he doesn't even get a date. So whatever, it's just like making the sacrifices. And like, yeah, it's like sad to like have to say no, but like, what are you saying yes to? Huge freaking income. So it's worth it. If you don't think it's worth it, then like you've probably not made $20,000 in 1 month, because if you have, then you'd be like, this is worth it. So I'm just telling you it's possible because you said you would. Anyways, so that's what I'm saying, is just capitalize on this momentum. Don't think it's not possible. Don't think that we're crazy, because we're not always crazy. You don't always have to be crazy. This is not meant to be intimidating. It's literally meant to be invigorating and exciting, and like, what a cool thing that I get to be part of. What a cool team that has such big vision, that they're including me, that they're inspiring me, that they're equipping me to leave this type of legacy for my kids, to be this type of person, and to offer this opportunity to other people, to the people that you're friends with, to the people that you meet, to the struggling moms, or the people who just are silently suffering because they just have such the grip of financial terror in their life. And you're literally saying, hey, I actually have a solution for you. And it's not that hard. You just have to be committed, and you have to like people, and you have to want to use some products, and it's $100 investment. And like, we're going to go all in right now. Done. Cool. So anyways, what I want to just highlight really quickly is the double diamond chart. Roughly 43 distributors, give or take 1 or 2, because I'm not super good at math. Whatever, not a numbers person. So if you take 43 distributors and you divide that by your 4 months, January, February, March, April, that's 10 months. Literally can't do this. 10 distributors a month. Okay. So you have 40 distributors, 4 months, 10 distributors in 1 month. And then you're like, oh wait, how do I get 10 distributors in a month? That's 2.5 distributors a week. So if you literally are a brand new distributor and you're like, I don't know what a chart is, because that was me when I went to conference, and I was like, what is a chart? I should have the charts in all of our documents, or our files. So I'll make sure I have them. But if you're looking at a double diamond chart and it looks like, oh my gosh, like you're like looking at all of the boxes and you're like, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen. That was me in January. I was like, that's impossible. I will never get 40 people to join my team. You'll learn that you can. Like, it's so crazy how we limit ourselves. Like when we think we can't do this, I can't do this. It's like, you know what? I can get 4 people, and I could teach those 4 people how to each get someone. And then all of a sudden, I have 8 people on my team. And then all those 8 people are getting another someone, and that's 16. So that's if you literally only sign 4. So imagine if, as you're signing people, you're teaching them to sign people, and they're teaching those people to sign people, and you're still signing people, your chart all of a sudden is going to start falling into place. But let's say that you just sign total zeros. Like everyone that you sign is literally, they're illiterate, and you somehow get them to pay $100. They get their business builder kit, and then they just move to Alaska, and you never hear from any of them. So you are left to sign those 43 boxes by yourself. You can still do that by April. So that's what we're saying, is you have to get 10 distributors a month to do that all on your own. And the way you break that down is by signing 2 distributors every single week. And that seems impossible until you look at your leadership and you say, they're signing a minimum of 2 distributors a week. How are they doing that? And then you go on the team page and there's videos that are saying, hey, this is how I did this. This is the conversation I'm having. These are the types of messages I send. These are the ways that I send out free products. These are my drip posts. These are ways that I am bringing up conversation. I'm wearing a shirt that says, it works, it works. What is under this? It works. It literally says, it works. So then when I'm walking around, someone goes, what works? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, this crazy wrap. Here is a coupon for $5 off. What's your New Year's resolution? Oh, da, da, da. It's either to make more money or lose weight, or probably both. And then I could just say, you know what? I actually have a solution to your resolution, and like throw it in there. I'm like a little bit goofy. And then I just start talking to them about the business. And then I either set up a phone call, I add them on Facebook, probably both, or set up some sort of coffee date. So again, just doing that over and over and over, finding what works, duplicating it. And then you can literally go from a blank chart to having your double diamond chart filled in your first quarter, even if you have to do it all by yourself. But the thing is every single person who's signing distributors right now, you're all adding them to our page. They're all getting on the training. Every single person is getting excited. And as you sign and add and train and equip and launch, they're going to start duplicating that for their team. So this is just such a vital time to just be committed, be excited, be enthusiastic, and believe in yourself and in your vision and in this company's vision, because it's amazing. So the strategy to be able to do all of this, which I know I make it seem super easy, and I'm not saying it's super easy, but it's not complicated. You just have to be committed. The strategy: having organization, having preparation, and having focus. Again, just being organized. Have your goal calendars. Even if you don't have a goal calendar and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, just have a planner and look at it and attack it. Like, what is my goal this month? My stretch goal. Like, maybe your goal is steps to success. My goal is to sign 5 distributors all by myself, to fill in the steps to success, to sign up my 4 loyal customers, and then sign up 3 distributors and teach them to sign 2. Or maybe I want to sign all 5 myself, because then I get $500 in Fast Start cash. Like, why would you not want to do that? So let's say your goal is to sign 5 distributors. How do I do that? What is my strategy? How can I be organized? Oh, okay, so I have 4 weeks to do that. I have 3 weeks left, whatever it may be. That means I need to sign 2 distributors every single week for the next 2.5 weeks, whatever it may be. And just figure it out and break down a bigger goal into something that's smaller and more attainable. And you know what? If you're planting a bunch of seeds, if you're reaching out to 10 distributors or 10 potentials every single day and no one's calling back, then maybe that's something where you say, okay, let me make sure I'm saying the right thing. Let me make sure I'm being personable. I'm caring about others. My mindset is in the right place. You're understanding that urgency is important, but not desperation. You're focusing on people first and your business later. Just things like that. Being authentic, being enthusiastic, just all of the basics that you learn through going through the training, but then also just being a normal human and saying, hey, I just signed up. This is so crazy. Would you want to join me? Could you use extra income? Don't make it any more complicated than that. Don't be nervous. You're offering a solution to people. You're being a blessing. And the worst thing they could say is no. And you say, oh, okay, cool. Well, if there's ever a time, then you just let me know. In the meantime, what's your address? Why don't I send you some green samples? If you don't have green samples, talk to your enroller. She'll send you some. So just being bold in this season, having a structure with your planner, planning out social media posts. I am all about having social media kind of prep days. You know how people who are into fitness are oh yeah, I meal prep. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's how I am with social media. It's all right, so if Sundays are my busiest days, but Mondays, if I have Mondays off, then I'll be all right, let me prep all of the contests I want to do for this month or for the next 2 weeks or for the next week, whatever it is. Break it into small goals. I want to prep all of my social media posts for the next 3 days. So then take a bunch of selfies, get your whatever, your binder out, your planner out, your cup of coffee, your dog, your kid, a flower, and get it prepped with what you want it to look like so that you could start planning it and you're not scrambling. Oh my gosh, I need to post 5 times a day. What do I use? And your social media is ugly. Make it fun. Make this business fun. Make it a passion. Make it something that, you're just working for you and that you don't feel like you're overwhelmed because you have a strategy, you have a plan. Plan messages, plan follow-ups, things like that. So just kind of writing yourself little notes, whatever works for you with whatever color personality you are. And just feeling like you are equipped to attack each day, that you wake up and you're this is my day. Nothing's getting away from me. I'm going to do it. And when you go to sleep, you're wow, I really nailed that. I boom, 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 knocked off my list. Nobody signed up, but that's okay because I sent out a bunch of samples and I had a bunch of conversations and super excited for, what I have going tomorrow. And just, having a sense of ownership in your business, because this is your business. And if you're successful, it's because of you. And if you fail, it's because of you. So all I can really do is just show you what worked for me. All that, either Leah can do is show you what worked for her. So it's just realistically saying, this is my business. I'm super excited. I want to be successful because I said I would. I clearly know it's possible because Christy is crazy and she somehow did this. So she could do it, I could do it. And just having that mentality and then figuring out what works for you, being authentic, being excited, being enthusiastic, being organized, having a structure, not overthinking, but not letting things slip by. Like if you're like, oh, I don't know how to do this. And like, yeah, watch a video. Like we have a bunch of training, but don't sit there and like try to overthink that there's some sort of magic solution. There's not a solution. It's just completing the steps to success, offering products, offering a really cool business structure, and presenting it to people the way that you would want it presented to you. The very last thing I wanted to talk about was dream boards, because we've talked about goals, we've talked about vision, we've talked about a bunch of stuff. Dream boards are amazing. So I know the corporate has some fun things up their sleeve involving dream boards for coming up with conference. So I just want everyone to make sure that you're doing a dream board. And I want to make sure that, the thing that's cool about dream boards is this can be something that your family does together. So again, like I was saying earlier, how you're like, sorry, like no date nights. Like, I guess I could technically say, hey, like, why don't you come over? Like, I want to create a dream board for my business this year. Like, why don't you create one for you, or if it's with your family, with your kids, with your husband, even with your parents. A lot of people have parents who are kind of skeptical. Just say, hey, I'm going to create a dream board for 2017. Do you want to do that with me? And just use it as an activity that you can kind of draw people together. And this is not a goal. This isn't like I want to lose 10 pounds and I want to lose, like goals sometimes seem so serious. Like make this really fun. Like your dream vacation, your dream car, a dream, I don't even know, a house, like just something crazy. Like my dream would be to like, literally open an animal shelter because I like love animals. And, I want to travel Europe all summer and I want to get to Ambassador and I want to have a really cool retreat in the spring and in the fall. And I want to have 20 personally enrolled diamonds. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just like dreams. And I also would love to like lose some weight and like love working out. And like, that's a dream, so just kind of like silly stuff. Like I would love to buy like freaking Range Rover. Like, you know what I mean? Just things that like dreams are just so fun, and dreams, like, it's like your why is so practical and goals are like a driving force, and a dream is just what inspires you. So create a dream board, cut out the biggest mansion that you see that you're like, I want this, and put it on your dream board and let your family do it with you, and let your kid have the like wonderful, like lime green, like flubber bedroom that he wants or whatever it is, and like let your daughter like, own 14 horses and, be like a Barbie or, just like, I don't know. I just don't want you to forget to dream because that's what's going to keep you going. So have your goals, have your visions, have your dreams, attack every single day, and just understand that this first quarter is such a special time that you have the support and the momentum of every single person on this team working alongside you, inspiring you. This is a time to find those sideline people within Legacy that are going to be in this journey. They're going to be pushing you along the way. I have the Vaughns. I talk to them every single day. I don't know what I would do without them. Like literally don't know what I would do. Our success does not affect each other at all, but I don't want to be at the top without them. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like when I see them going for a goal, it's so much fun to have someone to cheer on who, it's not just me and it's not just my downline, because like, they literally don't affect our businesses or just coincide. They're literally just a journey together. And it's so much fun to find people to do that. So use this time to just really like plug into each other, plug into the team, like, you know, not in a competitive way, but in a like, what goal are you going for? Oh, Ruby, like me too. Let's be accountability. Let's push each other. Let's do parties together, stuff like that, you know? So just like use this to really set the tone, because as you keep signing people, they're going to follow you. They're going to follow your pace. They're going to do what you do. They're not going to do what you say. So, you know, just be excited, be pumped up, and I don't know, just I'm really excited for this quarter. I'm so excited to see where everyone goes and, you know, what happens. So just know that I love you guys. I'm like not always a crazy person, but I feel like all the energy of this year, and I'm so excited to look back and be like, guys, like really look at where we are now. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's all. Bye.